Guys, just got to get something off my chest. The way that Chelsea Football Club has once again treated Lampard like absolute shit. He's the club's all-time top goal scorer, the highest assists ever. He's won numerous trophies with the club in his playing days, and then the way they get him off Derby, and they say they're gonna give him a chance with the football club as the manager. And now they've gone and done this after a year and a half. It's just a shambles. He's done so, like I say, so much for the club. Uh, the signings, let's get onto them. They've just haven't had time to gel. You got Timo Werner. It's like he's forgot how to play football. And Kai Havertz, well, with all the COVID thing that he's had, it's took him far too long to recover from it. Uh, I think Ben Chilwell's done okay for him. He's been a bit lacklustre since the Christmas period, though. I don't understand why he's been muddling with the defence. That is one thing I will agree with people. Like, the reason he could have been sacked, because the muddling of the defence just shouldn't have happened. His back four was quite stable with Reece James, Thiago Silva, Kurt Zouma and Ben Chilwell. The new guy in net has done rather good. But then CH hardly had any time because of injuries and whatnot. I just don't think Lampard's been given enough time, that's all. They're in the league? Are they 8th or 9th in the league? And they're not many points outside the top 4. With how the league's going this year, people are going to drop points all over the shot. If you ask me, Chelsea will be in the top 4 come the end of the season. Now let's get on to Thomas Tuchel being a manager, really. I don't think Thomas Tuchel's the man for the job. He was at Dortmund, and don't get me wrong, he did okay at Dortmund. And then he went to PSG, and he underachieved, let's be honest. PSG, they've got that attack. They had a great defence at that time, last season. The midfield really isn't bad. They've got Marco Verratti, one of the best midfielders in the world. And he just couldn't get them playing, could he? If you give Mauricio Pochettino that job, which he is now, give him 2-3 years and they would have won the Champions League with that squad if he keeps it. Because Tuchel just weren't a good manager. So I don't think Chelsea have... It's like the players, really. They don't... They never get the right people in, do they? The players, the managers. I just think... I'm rather disappointed that Lampard's been sacked, really, because he's a bright young manager. Okay, don't get me wrong, he always looks miserable on the touchline. He's not like... It's like it's like Mourinho's had the effect on him. When he was playing under Mourinho, he just took it on board, and he always looks miserable. So maybe it'll do him good to get sacked, actually, and go to a different team. If you ask me, I think he'll go to Celtic, because I think Neil Lennon will get sacked from there if he hasn't already. I haven't really looked at the news today, I'll be honest. And last season, Frank Lampard did really well with no signings except for Pulisic on loan. And Kovacic, which they had the season before, but they brought him last season. I think he'd bring in all the young guys through, like Tomori. I know he's just recently gone to AC Milan. Reece James, he brought him through. You got Mason Mount. He brought Mason Mount through from when he had him at Derby on loan. He took him back into the Chelsea team, and he had a rather good breakout season, really. Tammy Abraham, another one, had an excellent season. Okay, after Christmas, he died off a little bit, but Tammy Abraham's very good. He scored an hat-trick yesterday, actually. They go and win 3-1. I know it was only against Luton. Then he goes sacks Lampard the day after. Abramovich is just a shit chairman. That's all I've got to say, really. Right, guys, thank you for listening. This is obviously my first video on my channel, and there will be many more about football, and there might be some games that I'll be playing on it too. Like, subscribe, and catch me later for more football news and maybe some games in the future. Thank you. Goodbye.